Alex Marinelli, how you doing, man?
What's up? Good.
Thanks for joining us. I'll let the group know that I double booked Marinelli, so I appreciate you hustling downstairs.
It's all good.
You don't sound as out of breath as most of us would, so kudos to you for that.
I'm in shape. Best shape of my life.
All right. We can get started with questions for 165-pounder Alex Marinelli. Marinelli, the first one is from Darren Miller.
Hi, Alex. You obviously understand the intensity, of this tournament coming up. What is, especially for you, the last 3 years, helped with your focus as you head into the Big Ten championships?
Guys game for the Big Tens. They game for the Nationals. They take it a lot more serious, or they get up more for these matches than they did probably the dual meets. It has prepared me to just be on my game right out of the gate, whether you get a bye first round or you got a first round match. You just got to get that blow in. You got to treat every match as if it's the finals, taking care of business, but then also bonus points, right? So these matches are huge for the team race, and I'm a bonus point guy. So if there's a pin there to get, I'm gonna get it, but also staying smart.
Alex, the ne's question is from Mike Finn.
Hey, Alex, a lot of times they call the Big Tens the mini NCAAs because of the talent there. How is it good or is it a bad thing to have wrestling somebody this week that you'd probably see in 2 weeks?
It's a great thing. You want to put something into their minds that they don't want to wrestle you again, right? You want to dominate your opponent to where they don't know what to do. They don't know how to beat you. They don't know where they're gonna crack that egg, right? Wrestling is wrestling, and I'm gonna have to win the Big Tens this weekend. I'm gonna have the guys that I'm gonna have, and then at Nationals, if I have them again, I'm gonna have them. So, it's the Big Ten is the best conference in wrestling right now, and it's a great thing.
Thanks, Alex.
Alex, the next question is from KJ Pilcher.
Two for you. The first one, how is the approach this year or leading up to the Big Ten? Is it any different than the previous years for you getting ready?
This is my last one, so it is a little different, but I've wrestled my whole life. I have gone to a lot of Big Ten matches, Big Ten tournaments, or big matches and big tournaments. I have a lot of experience there, but also knowing that it is my last time. It is a little more special, but not getting wrapped up in that. Just going out there and wrestling and taking care of business, and it'd be awesome to be a 4-time Big Ten champ, and then the national champ. That'd be great. But we got matches ahead of that, and we just got to take care of business.
And you mentioned the chance for a fourth Big Ten title. You'd be joining kind of a select group of Hawkeyes. I know you've got bigger goals in front of you a couple weeks later, but do you view that as a pretty big feat, kind of a milestone accomplishment?
Yeah, I think knowing that the Big Ten is a stacked conference, it is a tough thing to do. I'm not really downplaying that, but also knowing that everyone remembers the national champs. So not a lot of people can name like every Big Ten champ there was if they don't perform that well at the nationals. You gotta go out there and win the Big Tens, but also end it the right way. So I want to be a 4-time Big Ten champ, but I haven't gotten what I ultimately want, which is a national title. So.
Alex, the next question is from Cody Goodwin.
Hey, Alex. I know that training might change or evolve a little bit as you get to this point of the season and you're getting ready for a 2-day tournament as opposed to 1 or 2 duels over the course of the week. How does your training specifically, like what's different now than it was maybe a month or 2 ago?
A lot of individual workouts, a lot of just fine-tuning things and doing what I know how to do in the practice room, and emphasizing a lot of areas where my opponent might be good at, and knowing and being familiar there, and just a lot of, I guess, focused work. And obviously we have team practices and stuff like that, but it's a lot of individualized work where I'm fine tuning things. So it's kind of like you fine tune a car to go on a long trip. We're going to battle. So we gotta make sure every little thing is right. So it's running the most efficient way, and taking care of business. So.
Is there one like tactical or technical area that you learned over the course of the season that you maybe need to focus in on to get ready for this stretch run over the next few weeks?
Just move my hands, move my feet. When I'm doing that, I'm dangerous. When I'm staying stagnant and I'm not, maybe attacking as much or just moving my hands and feet, that's where these guys can slow me down. And I think, I've shown that in my wrestling. The match that I lost this year, it wasn't me. That's just not how I wrestle. And if I'm moving my hands and feet, and keeping it simple, right? So Terry's always telling me, keep it simple and go out there and do your job.
Alex, the next question from Mike Finn.
Alex, basketball likes to call this the time of March Madness. What word or phrase would you use it related to wrestling this time of year? And also, could you just tell me you had mentioned that your stuff with your coaches. How much do you feel closer to your coaches this time of year? Or do they give you more space? What is it?
Well, first it's March Madness, M-A-T, March Madness. And then I'm always close with my coaches. If I'm not the whole season, then we got a problem. I'm close with them all the time, but these next few weeks, yeah, there's some individual workouts with my coaches, but I'm seeing them more than I'm sometimes seeing my own wife. So,
Okay, thanks, Coach.
yeah.
The next question, Alex, from Austin Hanson.
Hey, Alex, you've obviously had a lot of success at this tournament. Is there a secret ingredient to all this for you, or is it just like this week on the calendar, or what is it?
I just love to compete, and I love the Big Ten tournament. It's awesome. It's a great atmosphere. Love the Nationals too. And I feel like, if you get a good seed and, you're 1 or 2 seed, you win one match, you're into the semis. You're not looking ahead, but it's just kind of how it is. You win 3 matches and, you're the Big Ten champion if you're the 1 or 2 seed. If you're not, you got to win one more match and then you got to take care of business. But, I don't think there's any secret recipe or a secret there. I think it's just going out there and dominating.
The next question, Alex, from KJ Pilcher.
Hey, Alex, I really liked your car analogy, tuning up for this event. This might seem a little silly, but when you're clicking on all cylinders, what type of car do you think you perform like? Is it like a F-150, a sports car, what?
Well, I drive an eco diesel, so I think that's the kind of way you could describe it. It's not a Hemi. A Hemi's gonna go right away, boom, like it. But an eco diesel is slow and it's powerful. It's got that torque, but also that horsepower. So it's a big truck, so it's gonna hit you hard. And when it's firing and it's running right, it's hard to stop.
Thank you, Dan.
All right, anything else for Alex Marinelli? All right, thanks, Bull.
Yep.
Thanks for your time. Good luck this weekend.
Yeah, thanks.
All right. Everybody, we will I'll send notes out tomorrow, Wednesday, March 2nd. So be on the lookout for